Uh, Hi, my name is Piotr, and a friend posted me a blog by Philip Bloom with kind of like an 18 steps to what you should be thinking about if you want to be in the freelancing world or if you want to be in the film industry. And I thought I'd read it out to practice voiceover work, as well as kind of, if people are too lazy to read, I guess maybe it'll be easier for people to access. And I hope you enjoy. And I'll hopefully put a link down somewhere so that you can see the actual link, because I want to make sure that people understand this is not my writing, this is someone else's, and I'm just reading it out. So number one is, there is no top 10s. And if someone tells you otherwise, then they're talking bollocks. There are countless things you need to do to succeed. I will go through some of them based on personal experience. The work will not come to you. Getting the big break while sitting around waiting is about as likely as winning the lottery. No matter how well your student film from film school was received, Adidas is not going to call you up and make their next spot. You need to put in a lot of hard graft. Getting your name out there may never happen. I know countless talented directors and writers who are not doing what they should be doing, as there is simply not enough work in that field to support their families. They make corporate films, anything to bring in the money. Don't be a snob. Very little is beneath you. Even though you shot some fancy short film on the Epic last week, if someone offers you a gig to film a corporate event, then unless you're rolling in cash, take it. Why? It's money. Money pays the bills. Rather important. Also, this client may be giving you a crappy job today, but next week may offer you something really cool. Act like the job is beneath you, and that week one in the Seychelles they were going to offer will go to someone with less attitude. Always give every single job your everything. Look at the wedding filmmakers, a potentially soul-destroying way of making a living in this business due to reputation and the damn hard work needed. But by making everyone better than your last, your reputation will grow, as well as your skills as a filmmaker. Anyone can go and shoot a beautiful film of the Alps. Not everyone can make a small, dull wedding into a beautiful film. That is talent, and much of that can be learned. This can be applied to anything. Make that corporate film of the manufacture of ball cocks for toilets the greatest thing ever. Make it Paul Thomas Anderson good. Well, as good as a corporate film for ball cocks for toilets can be. Don't do it all yourself. Find a good team to work with. Whether it's other cameramen, a good soundo, good editors, you name it, find the team you trust. You most likely won't be able to use them a lot of the time. Often, just you. But ask their opinions and stuff. Find them and use them. A team you can trust is worth its weight in gold. You will fuck up. Guaranteed. Accept it. Fucking up in a staff job is better since, unless it's pretty serious, you will still have a job. Fucking up as a freelancer is tougher, as your client will need to be forgiving. Ideally, you already have a relationship with them, and they will understand. Don't blame someone else. Take responsibility. It's your mistake and you won't make it again. That's the great thing about fuck-ups. I fucked up so many times in my career. Mute sound, wrong color, crossing the line, forgetting to hit record, handing over a blank tape and recording over rushes. You name it and I've done it. But you know what? I only do each mistake once. The only way you can learn is by making mistakes, admitting them and learning from them. Don't go through life thinking you are perfect and never make mistakes. That doesn't happen in the real world. Don't make excuses. You fucked up. Take the blame and move on. I still fuck up to this day. Love your job. This is absolutely essential. Do you hate filmmaking? Then do something different. I'm lucky enough to be doing what I love. I never believed this was possible growing up with a father who hated his job. I assumed that was what was expected. I never realized you could do something you loved and get paid. This is a wonderful creative career. And if you're making money in it, then you're damn lucky. Embrace that. If you're not getting creative satisfaction out of the work that pays, your bread and butter, what is stopping you making something that fires you up in your own free time? A huge amount of work on my site under films is just that. Personal films done to fulfill my creative urges. Doing these things will make you happy. Maybe you can bring some of that creativity into your own mundane work. Trust me, without these personal outlets, I would have felt stifled. You don't need a Red. You don't need an Alexa. You don't need a C300. Any camera will do to a degree. Don't listen to the chattering masses on the internet who will say you must film on X camera as your Y camera is shit. X5 has 0.5 stops more dynamic range and Y camera has more noise than camera X. Using camera Y would be insane. This is nonsense. Yes, some cameras will make your life easier and some will make your life harder. I don't subscribe to the idea of using the shittiest camera you have because you're an artist and you can make everything shine. Nonsense. Use the best camera you have access to. The camera is not the most important thing. You and your ideas are, but don't be a camera martyr and say, my work is more important, hence, not the camera. I shall film this on my iPad. Don't be silly now. An expensive camera won't make you a better cameraman. It will make you more broke. Want to upgrade your T2i to a Scarlett? Why? Skills are learned with lesser tools, not expensive ones. Learn how to do everything. Learn how to produce, to direct, to edit, to shoot, to do graphics, etc. Why? It gives you a greater appreciation of what everyone does. Don't do it all, but knowing what is needed to do a certain job will make you do it better. If you really have no talent at all, yet simply enjoy shooting for fun, keep at it. Eventually you will get better, and if it makes you happy, who gives a crap what the critics say? Gear. Do you need it to make yourself better? Of course not. It may lift your production, but it won't make the content any better. Remember, if you polish a turd, it will always be a turd. Concentrate on content. That is where the value is. Then, if you have some extra cash, go buy some nice toys and bits of kit that can make your life easier. Promote the crap out of yourself. Make spec spots. Do people favors. Do almost anything you can to get the work. Share your work on Vimeo. Ask for critique. Accept them. Make changes. Improve. The list goes on and on. Don't listen to trolls. I myself have an issue with listening to that advice, but it's not worth it. Anyone who takes the time to be nasty online to you is not worth your time of day. Leave them to their mother's basements and go out and make your next film. Don't listen to anyone, including me. Let me rephrase that. Don't listen to just one person. You are your own person. Never believe one opinion. Have faith in yourself and it will pay off. Advice from others with more experience is essential. Just don't let one person get you down. I was told I would never make it 20 years ago by one person senior in my company and was laid off. A few months later, his replacement said, "You have something. I believe in you. Come back." That was my mentor and my friend, Jerry Williams. Do not ever give up if the work isn't coming in when you start. I had 17 years of a highly paid, comfortable job that was still challenging me to a degree, but not enough. I needed to spread my wings. So I had to give it all up to go into the scary world of freelance. I jumped straight into a network current affairs series that had 3 months of almost nothing. Terrifying. Did I give it up? Nope. I pushed harder, searched for more contacts, and eventually the work came. Scary at the time, but have faith in yourself. If you don't, nobody else will. You never stop learning. I learned something on every shoot, every cock-up, or by seeing how someone else does something. Never believe you know it all, because if you do believe that, then you need to urgently get yourself into the nearest hospital to have your head removed from your anus.